I know what you're thinking. A Prius review, why would I watch that? Kind of boring. Well, this isn't your typical Uber driver Prius anymore. This is the 2025 Prius Limited, dressed in this maximum yellow color, which is actually a head turner, and it makes almost 200 horsepower now, which is kind of crazy. For years, Prius drivers have been the center punchline of car jokes, but this thing is actually a cool looking futuristic spaceship, and it drives better than you expect. I think Toyota might have built a cool Prius. Yeah, I said cool and Prius in the same sentence. Never thought I'd say that. Now, the Prius used to be the hybrid of hybrids. It is the car you get if you wanted great mileage. You bought a Prius, no questions asked. But now we have EVs breathing down its necks, hybrids like the Elantra and the Civic sneaking up, and Toyota's very own lineup of the Corolla, Camry, and the RAV4 stealing buyers. So why would you buy this? This is exactly what we're going to find out, starting with how it looks on the outside. Yeah, we have to talk about it because the Prius actually genuinely looks good now. And it's not just good for a Prius, it's actually a great looking car, period. Toyota completely changed the vibe here. Up front, it's got this sharp hammerhead shark design going on. It's super sleek, and the windshield angle is so aggressive it almost looks like a compact car that accidentally made it to the production line. Down the side, they kept that iconic wedge shape, but they chopped the roofline down, widened the stance, and pushed the wheels out to the corners. It actually has some road presence now, and it doesn't look like you're just riding on roller skates like the old Prius. As for the paint, this one is finished in Karashi, which actually looks really good. I like this yellow finish, and it just really makes the Prius look a lot more aggressive than it actually is. It does a really good job of highlighting the new body lines, especially how the light catches the deep crest running across the lower doors. Around back, it stays super clean. You get this sharp edge-to-edge light bar and the Prius lettering spaced out across the hatch. It's minimalist but futuristic. Bottom line, Toyota's design team really went off with the Prius. Now, if you're going to be dealing a futuristic spaceship like this, especially in a color this loud, you've got to keep that interior looking just as clean as the outside. And that brings us to today's sponsor, Lasfit. If you bought a brand new vehicle, the first thing you need to do is get rid of those flimsy factory carpet mats. I've been running Lasfit custom fit all-weather liners, and the fitment is honestly millimetric. They use 3D laser scanning, so they hug every single corner of that floorboard. And thanks to their raised edges, when you inevitably spill your morning coffee or track mud, salt, and snow into your brand new vehicle, all that mess stays locked inside the mat, and the carpet underneath stays absolutely pristine. They use an eco-friendly TPE material that doesn't smell, they don't slide around, and you can literally just hose them off when they get dirty. Clean up your daily driver's interior by checking out the link and the discount code in the description below. Massive thanks to Lasfit for supporting the channel. Now let's see how this thing drives. All right, behind the wheel, this is where it gets interesting. Powering the Prius is a 2.0 liter inline 4-cylinder with 2 electric motors, and it's all paired with an electric CVT. The total system output is 194 horsepower for the front-wheel drive version and 196 horsepower for the all-wheel drive, which doesn't sound like all that much, but that is a 73 horsepower jump compared to the previous Prius. And trust me, you feel it, because flooring it, you no longer have to wait until next week for acceleration. It is relatively quick now, which is surprising. I never thought I'd say this about this car, because the last gen is not exactly fast. 0 to 60 is 7.2 seconds. We have a bunch of drive modes here. We're gonna put it in sport. There's a normal, eco, and custom as well. Coming off full stop, brake boost, and launch it. Not bad. It's actually pretty good. 7.2 seconds to 60, which is about 3 seconds faster than the last gen. This is more than enough power to pass people on the freeway and not stress about it. MPG, still killer. 52 miles per gallon for the front-wheel drive version combined, and 49 miles per gallon for the all-wheel drive combined. And what we're averaging here this week is actually 55 miles per gallon, so better than what it's actually rated for. So I'm quite impressed. You don't find mileage like this anywhere else. On the city, it is silky smooth. It's pretty quiet. When the engine's on, the motor is kind of harsh, but when it's in electric mode, which is about the other half of the time, it is dead silent. Turning radius is also good. You do get your 360 camera, which also helps a lot. And the steering rack is nice and light, so it's very easy to maneuver everywhere. Visibility is also great. The handoff between electric and the combustion engine mode is seamless. You don't notice it unless you're looking at the little EV light that pops up there. Wind noise, very minimal. The coefficient of drag is also good, 0.27, which is actually higher than the last gen, but that's because they actually wanted to make this look nice. On the highway, it is way better than before. The Prius no longer screams like a hair dryer when you're getting up on the freeway, and road noise is decent. Tires are quiet, wind noise is good. You also get really good adaptive cruise control and lane keep, and blind spot monitor is rear cross traffic alert. I'm hands-free right now, basically. Occasionally, you will have to touch the steering wheel, but this is one of the best systems out there. You also get autonomous front and rear emergency braking, which all comes standard on the Toyota Prius. Cornering, well, you're not buying this to carve out canyons, but it actually holds its own because it's fairly planted here. Body roll is minimum. I like how sharp the steering is, which is surprising for this car. It is very easy. You just point and shoot where you want it to go. Good enough power to pull you out the corner. The only limitations are how skinny the tires are, but that's just to save fuel. Again, you're not buying this for the track, but it actually holds its own. It doesn't embarrass itself when you're taking the long way home. It is the first Prius that I would say is actually fun to drive. It feels solid, it feels stable, and of course, a little bit fun, which is a huge win for the Prius. Rear visibility isn't great because that window is small, but you do get your digital mirror here, which fixes all of that, so that's good. And let's check out the rest of the interior. You can tell Toyota has finally given the Prius some love. You don't get that weird center Prius display anymore. You do get an actual separated digital dashboard here, which is kind of in the way of the steering wheel depending on how you sit sometimes, but I much rather this than the one display system in the past. In the Limited, you get a 12.3-inch UI here. It runs on the Toyota UI system, of course, which is great. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There also is wireless charging right here in the slit. It's actually a great spot because it's easy to access and it doesn't slide around at all when you're moving. It feels pretty nice and premium in here. Soft touches where you'd expect. I like the steering wheel and just the size overall is nice here. Ambient lighting, which I didn't expect from a Prius. And when a car starts rolling away in front of you, it also flashes to let you know that the vehicle is driving away. You do get your 2 USB-C ports, your own mechanical HVAC control with ventilated and heated seats here, a digital mirror, which I actually find very useful, 2 sunroofs here. They don't open though, but it's nice and bright. I love the seats. They feel nice and soft. Seating position is great. You can sit nice and low here. And I like how high the center console is. It just feels like it's hugging you. I do like the Toyota shifter. And you do get brake hold, your drive mode, and your EV mode button, and your e-brake here. And when you put it in drive or reverse, you can get your 360 camera with your camera washer, which you don't expect in this class, so that's nice. And it also has automatic parking, which is kind of useful. You get JBL speakers here. They sound good. You get your Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 with your lane trace assist and your adaptive cruise control. It's a great system, and it's standard with the Prius. This is also the Prius key with the text on the back. It's kind of neat. You also get powered seats and memory function on the driver's side, and the passenger seat is manual. Coming into the back, there's a good amount of space back here, which makes it a great rideshare car. Headroom is good too, legroom's good, heated seats here, and 2 USB-C ports. The seats also have an armrest here. Nice and soft materials like in the front, except a little bit more plastic. Coming to the back, you can just open the trunk here. It is fully powered on the Limited trim. You get 20 to 24 cubic feet of space depending on which trim level you pick, and these seats do fold flat. So it makes your IKEA haul pretty easy and efficient. Also, what's crazy about this car is you get 600 miles to the tank. So you're probably gonna need more P brakes than fuel brakes on a road trip. And the battery is a lithium-ion battery, and it sits underneath the rear seats. That helps with the center of gravity, so cornering is better. You also get a 10-year, 150,000 mile warranty, which is really good. And of course, you do get that Toyota legendary reliability. So this thing is as bulletproof as it gets. In terms of pricing, this thing starts at about $30,000 in the US and about $35,000 in Canada. For this Limited, fully loaded all-wheel drive trim, this is $36K in the US and about $46K in Canada. kind of a bargain considering that you've got everything that you can ask for, all the tech, all the features. This actually has more tech than a lot of luxury cars out there. As standard, it feels nice, it's premium, you get incredible mileage and a solid driving experience. It feels premium and futuristic. Compared to some of the competitors like the new Civic Hybrid, is a tad bit more expensive, but it does offer a bit more in terms of features, especially the all-wheel drive system, and of course, even better fuel economy. It is not just better than the old Prius, it is in a completely different league. And here's the deal, the Prius is no longer the car you buy only because you have to, it's a car you buy because you want to. It looks sharp, it drives way better than before, and it gets insane MPG. And finally has an interior that doesn't feel like a punishment. The only downside is that rear visibility, but again, you have that digital mirror, and the engine is just a little bit harsh sometimes in terms of noise, but there isn't really much to complain about. This thing is solid, and it kind of puts a smile on my face just sending it through these turns because it is unexpectedly fun. This is the best Prius that Toyota has ever made, and still the hybrid of hybrids. So what do you think? Would you daily the Prius, or would you go for a full EV instead? Drop your thoughts below, and as always, thanks for watching.